Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's start with a truth that might sting a little. Most men over 50 don't actually look 50 because of their age. They look that way because they've given up. Somewhere between raising a family, chasing a career, and surviving life's storms, they stopped seeing themselves as men worth refining. And that's exactly where it all begins to fade. Posture, energy, presence, and that quiet magnetism that once drew people in without a word. Now pause for a second. Imagine walking into a room and people turning to look, not because you're young, but because you radiate vitality. That energy, not your age, is what makes a man look decades younger. And today, I'm going to help you understand the exact body type that makes men over 50 look 35 again, and more importantly, how to build it. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap like, and share this with someone who's ready to feel alive again. It tells YouTube you value content that speaks truth, not trends. And it helps this message reach more men who need it. See, when people think of a fit body, they imagine six-packs or bulging arms. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ageless body type, the one that quietly announces strength, discipline, and health without screaming for attention. It's the physique that says, I take care of myself, even before you speak a word. The foundation of this body type is not muscle size, it's balance, proportion between upper and lower body, strong but lean muscle tone, and a posture that opens the chest and lifts the head high. Why? Because symmetry and posture are the most powerful non-verbal signals of youth. They tell the brain, both yours and others, I'm still vital, I'm still capable. And when that signal is sent, everything changes. How you move, how people treat you, even how women perceive your energy. This body type isn't about vanity, it's about reclaiming command of how you show up in the world. You can't buy it, inject it, or fake it. You build it, one disciplined decision at a time. So let's go deeper. Because if you're willing to rebuild your body after 50, you're not just defying age, you're rewriting your story. Here's what most men over 50 don't realize. Your body has memory. It remembers every habit, every late-night stress binge, every skipped workout, and every year you told yourself, I'll start next week. But it also remembers strength, movement, and vitality. The goal isn't to chase youth, it's to reactivate it. When I talk about the body type that makes men over 50 look 35, I'm not describing a bodybuilder's physique. I'm talking about the masculine athletic frame, lean shoulders, defined chest, strong arms, a stable core, and legs that carry quiet power. This is the body that communicates competence and control. It's not flashy. It's not about impressing anyone. It's about commanding respect without a word. And here's the fascinating part. Psychologically, when you begin to rebuild this kind of body, your mind follows. Testosterone levels start responding, not because of a supplement, but because your body feels needed again. Movement tells your brain, we're alive, we still have a mission. Start simple. Forget what influencers tell you. You don't need to live in the gym. You need 3 core movements done consistently. Push, to rebuild your chest and arms. Pull, to open your posture and straighten your spine. Move, to get your heart rate alive again. The difference between men who age fast and men who age powerfully is motion. Stagnation kills youth. Motion resurrects it. Walk daily. Stretch before bed. Lift something heavy enough to make your body remember effort. And let me tell you something as a psychologist. Every rep you do isn't just building muscle. It's rebuilding your identity. When you show up for your body, your mind stops surrendering to excuses. You stop seeing yourself as old and start seeing yourself as unfinished. Women notice this instantly, not because you look younger, but because you carry yourself differently. You move with grounded confidence, not insecurity. That's the energy that makes a man magnetic again. The body type that makes you look 35 is less about youth and more about vital presence. It's that subtle, calm strength that says, I've lived, I've learned, but I'm still dangerous in the best way. And when you understand that, you stop aging. You shift dimensions, IFT. Let's talk about the most underrated secret behind looking younger, posture. You can have muscles, abs, and a great wardrobe, But if your shoulders are slumped and your chest caves in, your body is telling the world, I'm tired, I've given up. That's the silent language of aging, and people pick up on it instantly. Now, here's something few men know. Posture doesn't just change how others see you, it literally rewires how you feel about yourself. When you stand tall, chest open, head up, your brain receives a feedback loop of dominance and vitality. You breathe deeper. Your cortisol drops. Your confidence quietly rebuilds itself. That's why the younger man body type isn't about bulk. It's about alignment. Your spine straight, your core engaged, your movement fluid. It's the way athletes, soldiers, and men who own a room carry themselves. Even if you never lift another dumbbell, fixing your posture can take 10 years off your appearance in 10 days. Try this. The next time you walk past a mirror, don't suck in your stomach or flex your arms. Just roll your shoulders back, lift your chin, and look at your reflection as if you're meeting yourself again. That man staring back, that's your potential. He's not gone. He's been waiting. Psychologically, posture sends one of the strongest subconscious signals of vitality and status. Women, employers, even strangers respond to it. They might not know why, but they'll feel drawn to the stability it represents. Because good posture isn't just about your spine, it's about the energy you project. When a man reclaims his posture, he reclaims his place in the world. You stop shrinking to fit in and start expanding to lead. And that's when your body begins to transform. Not just physically, but energetically. Because looking younger is not about chasing youth, it's about embodying life force. So yes, build muscle, train your core, eat better. But understand this, your most powerful physical transformation begins when you stop walking like a man who's surviving and start walking like a man who's becoming. The body type that makes men over 50 look 35 starts from within, in the way you hold yourself, breathe, and occupy space. It's the return of presence, the return of power. Here's the hard truth most men avoid. You can't build a younger body with an older mindset. You can train, eat clean, even lift heavy. But if you still carry the emotional weight of regret, resentment, or fatigue, your body will always mirror it back. Because aging isn't just physical, it's psychological. And most men age faster because they never learn to release the pressure they've silently carried for decades. Think about it. Years of responsibility, heartbreak, and disappointment compress your nervous system, just like bad posture compresses your spine. Every unresolved emotion stiffens your face, slows your movements, and dulls your eyes. That's why the men who seem to glow in their 50s aren't always the richest or most jacked. They're the ones who've let go. The body type that looks 35 at 50 is not built from vanity, it's born from peace. Your muscles relax differently when you're not fighting yourself. Your skin clears when you sleep well. Your gut shrinks when you stop feeding anxiety with comfort food. Your shoulders straighten when you no longer feel crushed by expectations. That's when your energy starts to look light. If you want to rebuild your body, start by decluttering your emotions. Walk every morning, not just for fitness, but to process thoughts. Lift weights, not to compete, but to release anger. Eat clean, not because you're punishing yourself, but because your body deserves better fuel. Every choice is an act of self-respect, not self-criticism. And here's something powerful. When a man starts honoring his body, he naturally becomes magnetic. People feel safe around a man who radiates calm strength because he's not performing, he's centered. That's the real anti-aging secret, emotional regulation. So if you've been living in stress mode for years, your first workout isn't in the gym, it's in your mind. Train it to stay grounded. Learn to breathe before reacting. Replace caffeine with water, late night scrolling with silence. This isn't weakness, it's mastery. Because the men who look 35 at 50 aren't chasing youth, they're embodying peace. And that peace shows up in every inch of their body. Now let's talk about something brutally honest: discipline. Every man wants to look strong, confident, and younger. But few are willing to live with the kind of discipline that creates that reality. Discipline is not punishment. It's the highest form of self-love. It's saying, I still care enough about myself to show up, even when no one's watching. When you see a man over 50 with that timeless athletic body type, lean waist, defined arms, calm but commanding presence, you're not seeing genetics. You're seeing consistency. You're seeing the result of small, unsexy choices made every single day. Waking up early instead of hitting snooze, walking instead of scrolling, drinking water instead of whiskey, choosing strength over comfort. Here's the psychological truth. The body follows the brain. When your mind decides that comfort is the goal, your body softens. When your mind decides that growth is the mission, your body hardens. Not in a harsh way, but in a resilient way. That's why the real difference between looking 35 and looking 55 isn't skin, it's standards. The good news, it's never too late. Muscle responds at any age. Hormones can balance at any age. Confidence can rise at any age. You don't need to overhaul your life. You need to honor your word to yourself. Start small. 20 push-ups, a 15-minute walk, a single clean meal. When you keep promises to your body, you rebuild the bridge between your mind and your masculinity. And I'll tell you something fascinating as a psychologist. Discipline rewires your self-image. Every time you do what you said you would, your brain starts believing you again. That's when energy floods back, motivation returns, and you start walking differently. Because deep down, you know you've earned the right to feel strong again. So when you see those men who look half their age, remember, they're not chasing beauty. They're living with alignment. Their daily habits, mindset, and purpose all pull in the same direction. That's the invisible armor that radiates youth. Discipline doesn't just build a better body. It builds a man who can stand taller in every part of life because he knows he can trust himself again. And that, more than anything else, makes you timeless. Here's the final truth. The body type that makes a man over 50 look 35 isn't about muscles, clothes, or supplements. It's about energy. That spark that tells the world, I'm still becoming. It's what women notice first. It's what other men quietly respect. It's what life itself responds to, because vitality is magnetic. And that spark can be reignited no matter how many years have passed. You see, aging isn't your enemy. Neglect is. Every time you say, it's too late, you teach your body to slow down. Every time you skip movement, your body forgets how strong it's meant to be. But every time you choose to rise, to stretch, to lift, to walk, to breathe deeply, you remind your system that life is still happening through you, not to you. The men who look decades younger have one thing in common. They're still curious. They don't let comfort trap them. They keep learning, flirting with challenge, and feeding their minds the same way they feed their muscles. Because youth lives in curiosity. When you stop exploring, you start aging. So yes, build your physique, train your posture, eat clean, sleep deep, and stay consistent. But also, chase excitement, learn something new, lift with your body, but also lift your spirit. That glow people see in younger men, it's not in their skin, it's in their aliveness. If you want to look 35 again, stop trying to look younger, start feeling younger. That's the paradox most men miss. When you nurture your vitality, the physical results follow naturally. Your body tightens, your eyes sharpen, your presence deepens. People start saying, you look amazing, what's your secret? And the truth will be simple, you came back to yourself. So let this be your reminder. You are not too old to start over. You are not past your prime. You're at the perfect stage to become the man you were always meant to be. Strong, centered, magnetic, and unapologetically alive. If this message stirred something in you, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video with a man who's ready to rebuild his power. Because this isn't just about looking younger, it's about living younger. Every single day, you've still got time, but only if you start now.